This conference will now be recorded.
Say Selenium class 34, TestNG testing framework for Selenium, part 3. So far we discussed 5 topics. Fifth topic is pending. First one, introduction to TestNG testing framework. Next, install TestNG and write first TestNG test case. Third one, create multiple test cases. Fourth one, TestNG important annotations. Fifth one, execute multiple programs or classes using XML. In this, some topics pending. Fifth one, execute multiple programs using XML. Observe Kamal. We created XML file for executing multiple programs.
Yes, sir.
Observe this one. Sample.xml. Sample.xml. Here we entered class 1, class 2. Next, you can add some more classes also, one or more classes. Next, test method annotation. Test annotation working before method and after method annotations working, before class and after class annotations working, but before test and after test annotations not working due to that driver problem. That is not working. We will check it one. First you take this multiple programs execution. Observe test case 1, test case 2. First use, observe in this one, first one is before method. Next, close browser is after method. Next, just a minute. Class, first you take class 1. Before method, after method. Next, verify Google title, verify Yahoo title. Next, verify Bank of America title. This is class 1. Next, class 2. Before method, login, launch. Next, after method. Next, verify GCR title, verify ICICI Bank title, verify GC Reddy title. Okay. 2 classes or programs. How many test cases, Kamal?
6.
6 test cases. What is the execution flow? If you use, say, using @ before method and at after method annotations in each class. Execution flow. Observe the execution flow. In first class, first launch browser, next Google title, close browser. Next again launch browser, Yahoo title, close browser. Next again launch browser, Bank of America title, close browser. Next it will continue second class or program. Next again launch browser, verify GCR IT title, close. Next again launch browser, ICICI Bank title, close, like that. Observe, run this XML file. Total 6 test cases. Google, close, all are independent test cases. Yahoo, close. Next third test case, Bank of America, close. Next second class, fourth test case. Next fifth test case, ICICI Bank. Next last test case, gcreddy.com, close. Observe Kamal, Ahalya also. How many test cases, how many tests run?
6.
6. Okay. Here it is not showing the result. View the result, select the project, refresh, index HTML, open with web browser. See, it is showing 6 test cases, but it is not showing the flow, execution flow. Open this XML file. Here observe. Here design 6 test cases. Total passed. Source. Observe first one. Launch, verify Google, close browser. Launch, verify Yahoo, close browser. Launch, verify Bank of America, close browser. Launch, verify GCR IT title. Like all preconditions and post conditions. See, it is working. Okay na? Kamal?
Yes, sir. Okay.
What about you, Ahalya?
Yes, sir.
Multiple programs are working using XML. This is XML file. Just a minute. XML file. Next, class 1 file. Class 1 file. Class 1. Next, class 2. Class 2 file. Class 2 file. Say this is one example for executing multiple programs using XML. Next one, just a minute. Next one. Using before class and after class annotations. Okay. Then what will be the test execution flow, Kamal? If we use before class, after class?
Then for first class, it will open the browser.
Launch the browser. That is,
Yeah.
next.
That will launch the browser and
execute
then
Google title, verify Google title, verify Yahoo title, verify Bank of America, then close.
Yeah, then it will
Second
close.
class,
Yeah.
Again launch the browser.
Then, yeah. And
Verify
again
the
test cases.
all test
And then
cases
last
one
close.
by one. All test cases one by one. Just a minute. After class. Run the XML. Okay. Launch browser, Google, continue, Yahoo, continue, Bank of America, close. Next, again launch the browser, second class or program. Last one, gcreddy.com. Total 6 test cases. Observe, total runs 6. Just refresh the project. Index. Open with the web browser. See 6 passed. Next, open the XML file. Open with XML editor. Observe flow. Launch, verify Google, verify Yahoo, verify Bank of America. Next again, not again, close browser. Next again, launch, verify GCRIT, ICICIbank.com, GCRD title, close browser. This is about observe Ahalya. Any confusion?
No, sir.
This one, class files. XML file, same. Class 1 file. Next, class 2 file. Class 2 file. Next, observe problem Kamal. But before test level precondition and test level post condition not working due to this browser launching. Before test, not before, after test. Before test. This is class 2. Not in class 2 na. Just a minute. Class 1. Before test, after test. Run the program. Just a minute. It's not working. Oh, first class only executing. Only first class executing.
If we before test in class 2, will it work?
Pardon?
If we uncomment the after test and before test in class 2,
Then what is the use? Instead of that, you can use before class, after class, na?
or we can create a third file and then extend these two methods from there, and there we use before test and after test. Then it will work, I think.
You try. It is. I tried in several ways, not working. Some limitations are there. Some exception required. You try that one. You also, Ahalya. Meantime, I will also check. Anyhow, our XML is executing multiple programs using before method, after method, before class and after class annotations, but this before test is not working. And one more thing, Kamal, before test and after test, we need to use only once na.
Yeah, that's why I was saying that we can use it in class 3.
Class 3. Then what is the advantage? We use it in class 1, class 2. If you use in class 3, what is the advantage?
If we put these methods in class 3 and then extend class 1 and class 2 from class 3, then
Just a
when we
minute.
put
Just a minute. Tell me. Suppose class 3. You are asking class 3.
yeah,
New class 3.
class 3 is there.
Suppose class N.
Okay.
Then
Now put the before test and after test method in
before
class.
test and after test methods.
Now extend class 1 and class 2 from class N.
Now,
Yeah.
pardon?
Extend class 1 and class 2 from class N.
How to extend?
Use extend keyword.
Pardon?
Use extends keyword.
That is not the syntax. If you use extends keyword.
Not here, sir. In class 1 and class 2.
Class 1.
Yeah,
Class 1.
Extends class N.
I think it won't work. Class N.
Class 1 extends class N, sir.
Extends class N. Next class 2.
Yeah, same for class.
Class 2
Yeah.
extends
Class N.
class N.
Yeah. That is the reusable class actually. Base class.
Class N.
Yeah,
Then
now remove the before test and after test from both the class 1 and class 2.
just a minute. Suppose before test in first class, add comment. Next in second class, comment.
Now run it from XML.
Now run. But in XML we didn't use that one. Okay, try.
No need to use.
Total test run 6 failure.
Actually, we have not used WebDriver
Where?
in both the classes.
WebDriver.
Yeah.
WebDriver. We just declared WebDriver.
In class 3, in class N.
If you create WebDriver, that is a different case. It will launch the browser with a blank URL. That is a launching browser, na?
Yeah, can we see the class N?
Class N. Tell me, Ahalya, your suggestions. Some exception required. Anyhow, TestNG was not created for Selenium. It is not 100% compatible. It will work, but sometimes it may not work. Some annotations working. This annotation is not working due to the driver. Continue, Kamal. Any other remedies?
Let me see.
Okay, you try. Meantime, I will also try. Okay, na?
Okay.
Anyhow, we are executing multiple programs. See, it is not 100% compatible. That is the problem. Sixth one, grouping. Test cases. And one more thing, in real time also, we want to use this concept, executing multiple programs using XML. We execute multiple programs using configuration class in automation framework. Using framework we follow. But anyhow, we will try this one. Feature is there. XML file. You come Ahalya, XML file for grouping test cases. Grouping test cases. XML file for grouping test cases. Observe the tags. Suite tag, name equals to suite name. Close the angular bracket. Next, test name equals to test name. Close the angular bracket. Next, extra tags, groups. Next, run. Next, include. Name equals to group name. Close this one. It doesn't have any child tags. Next, close the run tag. Run. Next, without closing the groups, classes. Name equals to, tell me the syntax class, how to enter the class. Tell me, Kamal, what is the syntax? Classes. Classes is independent tag. Class. Class.
Name equal to class 1
package.
Package.
Package dot class name, class 1, class 2, like that. Next, close the tag. Next, close the classes tag. Next, close the groups tag. Closing. Next, close test tag and suite tag. Test. Next, suite. find the difference. Observe Kamal, tags in XML file for executing multiple programs. What are the tags? Suite tag. Next, name is parameter. Test tag. Next, classes tag. Class tag. Next, this is before one. Tags in XML file for executing, for grouping test cases. Grouping test cases. Suite tag. Next, test tag. Next, groups tag. Continue Kamal. Groups tag.
Run tag. Include
tag. Next, classes. Next,
and
class. Next, over. What are the extra tags? Groups run include. Suppose test case groups. Test case groups. Suppose first one, sanity tests. Launch browser. Next, verify Google. Example, you can use real test cases. Verify Google. Next, verify GCRIT. Just a minute. Next, close browser. Suppose these are the sanity test cases. Next, regression group. Regression test cases. See, some test cases are common in two groups. Suppose the launch browser, verify GCR IT title is common. Next, just a minute. Verify Yahoo title. Next, verify title, close browser. Observe Kamal, how many, suppose launch browser also assume as test case. How many tests are available in sanity group?
4, sir.
How many tests are available in regression group?
5.
Common. Launch browser common, close browser common. Next, GCR IT title common. But unique in sanity tests. Google. Unit test cases in regression. Yahoo, GC Reddy. To create the XML file for that. Create the XML file. How to create XML? Create XML file. Select package and right click, new, other, select TestNG class, next, that is source folder package name generated, next, class name, suppose class X.
ID.
Pardon?
I'm sorry.
Groups dot XML. Observe this file. Any mistakes?
Seems okay, sir.
Groups. Now, suppose e-commerce, next test name, suppose user interface, add the remaining tags after test, groups, after test groups.
Run.
Next,
Run tag.
run. Next,
Include.
include parameter name equals to, suppose sanity. You have to use same name in test case class file, sanity. Next, close the tag. Close the tag.
Close run and close group.
Close the run tag. Close the run tag. Next, classes already generated. Next, close the groups tag. Why? Any mistakes?
I think before classes, the group tag will be closed.
Pardon?
Group tag will be closed before classes or after classes?
After classes.
Okay.
Classes within the groups only, na?
Okay, go ahead.
Within the groups. Observe. Okay. Now come to that file. Just a minute. Take that classes, second one. In first class, otherwise you can create, already cases are there, I am taking.
For the previous one, hello?
Tell me.
Yeah, for the previous one, we have to comment WebDriver also in the class 1 and class 2.
Comment WebDriver also?
Yeah.
Comment WebDriver, second one. Comment WebDriver. Now in class N, WebDriver available. Static.
Yeah, now
Next, open sample XML. Run. It is showing error. Where? Test class X error.
you don't include class X.
We didn't include that one. It is taking groups. Sample. Just a minute. It's taking groups.
Just asking to save.
Yahoo taking. What's the problem? Still running. Close this one. Just check the files. Class 1. Class 1, Google, Yahoo, Bank of America. Class 2.
Can you comment the Yahoo, sir? It's taking too much time.
Okay. We'll comment. Here we are using before test. Comment. You want comment Yahoo.
Yeah.
Verify
So,
Yahoo title.
do we have to change the priorities because we have
Pardon?
priorities, like we have uncommented few things now, so with priorities. Might be the numbering is making any
Numbering
difference.
won't affect. Suppose if you use 135, it will work. It will work from small number to high number. No serial numbers required. Here what is the problem? Commented before test, after test, not numbers.
Okay.
Anyhow, here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, correct order only. Otherwise, you
Okay.
can use 1, 7, 9 also. Small number
Okay.
to big number, it will execute. Any problem?
No, sir, no.
See, already, yes, I think yesterday we discussed it. No need to use serial numbers, but standard way is use serial numbers in order to increase the readability. But serial numbers not mandatory. It doesn't matter. You can use, you can execute small number to big number, 10, 20, 30, or 11, 15, 17. Okay. Run it. That error related to groups. Google, Bank of America. Oh, executing. Reddy. Executing.
Yeah,
Kamal, 5 tests executing na?
yes, sir, executing.
Good. Just a minute. You try this one. You uncomment this one also. That is application issue, not script issue. Source.
Yeah, actually Yahoo is taking more time.
Yahoo is taking more time for launching. That is application
Yeah.
issue, not script issue. Try.
Yes, sir.
Now
Okay.
open the sample XML. Run. This error not related to this one. This error related to groups. Google, Yahoo, Bank of America, GCRIT, ICICbank.com, GCreddy.com. Over. Good. 6 cases executed na?
Yeah, this time 6.
Here we used, but in real time, we no need to use common pre and post conditions for number of classes, but if required, you can use this usage TestNG XML file. Otherwise, first open this one, refresh, index, open with web browser, 6 passed. Next, open with XML editor. Observe the execution flow.
Actually, we have opened the TestNG failed XML script.
Oh, TestNG. TestNG result XML. Result
Yeah.
XML. Good. Here first launch, verify Google, verify Yahoo, verify Bank of America. Why it is showing closed browser?
It is not refreshed, I think.
Oh, this closed browser is returning here, but fourth one, verify ICICI Bank, verify GCR title. It is not returning this closed browser at the end, but sequence is that one only, browser closed.
Yes.
Browser closed. Observe Ahalya, run the program once again. Launching Google, Yahoo, Bank of America. Next, fourth one GCRIT, fifth one ICICI Bank. Next, last one GC Reddy, closed, 6. In this scenario, launch browser only once for multiple classes. Close browser also only once at the end. Okay, good observation, good clarification, Kamal. This one is class 1. Here 3 classes required na? Just a minute. We'll go back
we
to
have
this one.
used inheritance concept.
Pardon?
We have used inheritance concept.
We
of
are
Java.
using that inheritance.
Yes, sir.
This is first one, using before method and after method. One extra class is required for, if it is 2 classes or 10 classes, one extra class is required for before test and after test annotations. Before method over, before class, after class over. Next, just a minute. Third one, using before no space test and after test annotations. Here, observe the note Ahalya. One precondition and one post condition for all test cases in multiple programs. Okay na?
Yes, sir.
First one. Fulfill this first one. One precondition and one post condition for
All test cases in multiple programs.
every test case na?
Yes, sir. It's every test case.
Every test case, one precondition or common. Okay. For every test case in multiple programs. Just a minute. This is first one. Next, second one, class. Tell me, Kamal, for this one. One precondition and one post condition for
Each class.
For all test cases
In a
for all
what
test
class?
cases in a class. Okay na? Observe Ahalya, any one common precondition and one common post condition for all test cases for every class na?
Yes, sir. For every class.
For every class in all programs. Okay, fulfilled. First one A, second one B, third one C. Here one precondition. Okay, common only. and one post condition for all test cases in multiple programs. Okay. Next, here tell me that what inheritance concept, Kamal, use one parent class to create
before test and after.
browser driver and close. Use one parent class to create browser driver and close. Next, you by inheriting classes, we can use or we can execute before test and after test annotations. First, parent class file. Take the parent class. What is the parent class? N. Parent
Awesome.
class file. Next, class 1 file. Just a minute. 3 test cases. Next, class 2 file. 3 test cases. Observe Ahalya, fulfilled na all.
Yes, sir.
All fulfilled. Observe the conclusion. We executed multiple programs or classes of Java. We executed multiple programs using XML file in TestNG with different ways. One is using sequence before method and after method annotations. Next, using before class, after class annotations. Next, using before test and after test annotations. But at the rate test annotation for every test case, and we used priority also. Priority also important. Otherwise, it will execute test cases in alphabetical order, class wise. Okay na? Observe Ahalya. Any other things?
No, sir.
Okay, cool. Come Kamal. Grouping test cases. Test
Yes.
cases groups we selected na. We created XML file. What is that XML file? Groups XML file. Close this 2en. Oh, we have to. Oh, just a minute. Class X. Class X. Web driver import web driver. Next, first one. Here, no before and after annotations. At the rate test. Just a minute. Observe Kamal. At the rate test. It is first one, priority first, and it is available in both the groups na. Sanity as well as regression.
Yes, sir.
Groups is attribute, TestNG attribute. Observe the syntax. Equals to open curly braces. Next, sanity. Next, comma, regression. Sanity, comma, regression. Close curly braces. Next, priority equals to 1. No semicolon. It is completely TestNG statement. Next, suppose this one. This one also available in sanity and regression. Suppose priority high number, big number. Later you can serialize, no problem. Next, Google. Observe Ahalya one point. Suppose if we give same priority number for two test cases, then what will happen?
So then if you consider the alphabetical words,
Yes, again it goes to general rule. General rule is alphabetical order. No error. Verify Google, Yahoo here available. Next, GCRIT, GC Reddy. GCRIT, GC Reddy. Just a minute. GCRIT. Next, GC Reddy. Observe, it is showing error. What about Google Halya? It is available in 2 groups or 1 group? It is
sir,
available
it
in
is
sanity group
available
only,
in
na?
yes.
It is available in sanity group only. Sanity group. Only sanity group. Suppose priority 2. Next, what about Yahoo? What about Yahoo?
Only, so it's in regression group.
Just a minute.
Regression.
Regression. Regression only. Regression only. Suppose 3. Next, GCRIT. What about GCRIT? Available in both. GCRIT available in both. Suppose 4. Next, what about this GC Reddy? GC Reddy available in only regression. Only regression. Suppose 5. Here you can make it as 6 or leave it 10. No problem. Now observe 6 test cases. Assume 6 test cases. Just a minute.